Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do just something a little bit different. We're going to compare three stunning homes that are all in the $500,000 range. So each home, it's going to be located in a different part of the Kansas City metro, each offering a unique vibe. Depending on what you want in a house and what your lifestyle is, you'll see what's out there that will actually fit your budget and taste. Oh, and stick around because I have saved the best one for last. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive into what makes each of these homes stand out, the good things as well as the not so good things. So if you're in the market or you just love real estate like I do, let's go check out these homes and their neighborhoods and see what it is that makes them so special. Hey, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living in the Kansas City metropolitan area, then subscribe below. Simply tap on the bell so you'll be the first to receive notifications about the changes that take place here in the Kansas City real estate market. Hi, my name is Chris Pucci. I am with the Living in Kansas City real estate team, and we get calls from people just like you every day. So whether you're contemplating making a move in 9 days, 90 days, or 9 months, please feel free to reach out. You can give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, or better yet, schedule a Zoom call. All of our information is below, and there's nothing we would like more than to help you make a smooth transition to Kansas City. All that being said, let's go start our journey and check out these special homes. If you're unfamiliar with Kansas City, the Kansas City metropolitan area straddles the Missouri and Kansas state line. Half of Kansas City lies on the Missouri side, and the other half resides on the Kansas side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start our tour on the Kansas side. More specifically, Overland Park, Kansas, and this beautifully renovated 4-bedroom, 3-bath house that's listed for $515,000 and contains 2,274 square feet. Now, this house is special because it sits right on the 16th tee box of the Brookside Country Club. So if you enjoy playing golf, this might be a house for you. So let's go inside and let's tour this house. Standing in the entry hall, we have a nice double-door entry, which personally I like it because it makes the area feel bigger and very welcoming. Now the floors, they appear to be brick, but it's difficult to tell from the photo. And if you look to your right, you can see the staircase that's going to lead up to the bedroom. Off the hallway is the living room. It's nice size. It has this really large rectangular picture window which fills the room with tons of natural light. The ceilings, they have recessed lighting, and if you look closely, you'll see that the room is finished off with crown molding, which in my opinion is the only way to finish a room because it really makes it look nice. And off the living room, you can see the dining. But what we're going to do now is we're going to move into the very spacious kitchen. Now you can see you have these two huge side-by-side windows. So once again, you have tons of natural light. You have these beautiful light-colored tile floors, and check out the ceiling treatment. With the recessed lighting, this ceiling treatment gives the kitchen a nice, clean look. From this angle, you can see the quartz countertops with the vertical white tiles, which is a nice touch. And check out the cabinet space. You certainly are not going to have any difficulty finding a place to store things. And if you like to cook, you have all kinds of counter space, which is perfect for prepping meals. Finally, in this photo, you can see the huge armoire refrigerator, which is awesome. New cooktop with a faux copper hood, and next to it to the right, a nice double oven. I mean, this kitchen is ideal for people who love to cook. It's light, it's roomy, and it has lots of space to work in. So we've talked about the kitchen, so now let's transition into the great room. Again, it's another large, spacious room, which this appears to be really the calling card for this home, large room. Here you have large windows that almost reach the ceiling, and once again you have tons of natural light, and I like the brick fireplace at the end. It gives the room a lot of warmth. Now you can see they've installed newly machined hardwood floors, and like the other rooms, the lights are recessed in the ceiling, but check out the wall treatment. It actually makes the room feel bigger, and it adds a lot of character to the room. And I also love the ceiling fan as well. Now that we've finished touring the first level, let's move upstairs to the master bedroom. Like the rooms downstairs, the master bedroom is spacious with plenty of natural light. Again, you have the new machine-made hardwood floors and the recessed lighting and a ceiling fan. From this view, though, you can see the bathroom that's just off the master bedroom. So let's slip into the bathroom and see how they remodel it. From this angle, we see a nice long quartz vanity countertop, large rectangular mirror, and again, recessed lighting. From this angle, we can see the walk-in shower. And I really like the tiles they use both for the wall as well as the floor. So this concludes our tour inside the home. So now it's time to move outdoors. So here in the outdoors, we have this large expanded deck that overlooks the 16th tee. It's perfect for outdoor cookouts and entertaining. Plus, for entertainment, you can sit back and check out the competition. Other features include fresh paint inside and out. You've got new siding, so minimizes out painting every year, and you have energy efficient Marvin windows. So now that we've toured the home, let's talk about some of the advantages this home has to offer. So for instance, if you have or will have school-aged children, then you're going to be pleased to hear that Overland Park is known for its highly rated schools. GreatSchools.com gave Brookridge Elementary a score of 4 out of 10. Indian Woods Middle School received a rating of 6 out of 10. Shawnee Mission South High School scored a 7 out of 10. So if you're looking for a home in a neighborhood with good educational options, this area has that item covered. If convenience is important to you, this house fills the bill. It's convenient to major highways, making commuting to downtown Kansas City easy, and you are just minutes away from the College Boulevard corridor, which is making commuting there a real breeze. For outdoor fun and activities, you're just minutes away from numerous parks, the Overland Park Arboretum and Botanical Gardens, one of my favorite venues, the Prairie Fire Museum, and for the kiddos, the Deanna Rose Farmstead, which is one of Overland Park's family favorites. Shopping? Well, you are less than 10 minutes to the Oak Park Mall, which is the region's largest mall, as well as upscale shopping centers like you've got the Leawood Town Center, you've got Park Place, and Hawthorne Plaza, not to mention a slew of restaurants, both fast food and nice upscale sit-down restaurants. You can see there's a lot to love about this house, but there are going to be some things that some people might find off-putting. For instance, most of the homes in this area were built in the 1960s and the 1970s. And this particular home was built in 1967, so by today's standards, the floor plan with its separate living rooms and dining rooms can really be perceived as dated. And despite all the improvements and upgrades, it still lacks some of the amenities that you're going to find in newer homes, like an open floor concept, built-ins, master suites with elegant spa-like bathrooms and huge walk-in closets outfitted with lots of shelves and cubbies. Also, some might not like the idea of living on a golf course, even if the deck and the home are set back far enough to afford privacy. And finally, unlike newer communities, there is no community pool or clubhouse. So if this is an activity you want, then you're going to need to join a country club, and that's going to add to the overall cost of living. Like we always do, now we're going to turn our attention to the numbers and what does it really cost to live here. Well, first off, let's check out what homes have sold for in the area. And based on comps, similar homes located on the golf course have sold for a low of $520,000 to $584,000. So at $515,000, it appears, there's a real opportunity to get some instant equity. For your monthly real estate taxes, you're looking at $468 a month. Zillow's estimating the homeowner's insurance at $155, and you have a nominal HOA due of $29. So therefore, your total balance before principal and interest is $652 a month, and at the listed price, the cost per square foot is $226 a square foot. Bottom line, if you're looking for a move-in ready home in a true suburban setting with safe neighborhoods, that's convenient to work, shopping, and great schools, and oh yeah, you can literally walk out the back door and hop on a golf course, then this house just might be at the top shopping list. So do me a favor. If you would, let me know what you think about this house and simply leave your comments below. I would really love to get your opinion. So now let's turn our attention to our second home on our tour. So far, we have focused on the attributes that make this such an outstanding home. But there are some things that might give you or someone reason to pause. So let's take a look at some of the potential negatives. Now, the home was built in 1948, and in this particular home, even though there are updates present, this home still could have issues with older wiring, plumbing, or HVAC systems that could need your ongoing attention, thus increasing your cost of living. Also, and this one is a biggie, you have just one bathroom servicing the 4-bedroom. This was pretty acceptable back in the day, but not so much now. In today's world, most people are wanting a large master bathroom off their bedroom, and as far as the secondary bedrooms go, they want them to have their own bathrooms as well. Then, typically, Prairie Village homes like this one are smaller in size, so you could potentially outgrow this quickly and be faced with moving and looking for a new home again. And finally, homes in Prairie Village have higher property taxes compared to other nearby areas, which will affect your overall affordability. What does it cost to own a home in Prairie Village? Well, first off, homes in Prairie Village have sold for as low as $489,000 to as high as $685,000. So at $575,000, this home is about in the middle of the range, so there would appear to be an opportunity for some good appreciation. Monthly real estate taxes for this house are $522. Zillow estimates the homeowner's insurance to be at $173 a month, and your HOA dues are whopping $1 per month. Your total before principal and interest is $696 a month. And at the listed price, you would be paying $275 per square foot. Here we have a perfect move-in ready home in a safe neighborhood, convenient to shopping, coffee shops, and restaurants, not to mention outstanding schools. So if you like a cozy home in which all you need to do is move in, I think then you have found the perfect home for you. If you would, let me know what you think about this house and how it compares to the Overland Park home. Simply leave your comments below. That being said, now let's head to Kansas City, Missouri on our final stop. Here we are, our last stop, which happens to be on the Missouri side of the state line. Beautifully restored and just steps from all that Brookside has to offer, we are looking at this gorgeous 3-bedroom, 3-bath home in the Brookside neighborhood. Brookside, bar none, is my favorite Kansas City neighborhood. Now, this home was built in 1923, has 1,890 square feet on the main level and 500 feet of finished space in the lower level. Let's go inside and look around. As you step inside, you immediately enter the living room. I like the side lights on either side of the front door. It gives you a nice expansive feel, and the room consists of beautifully original real hardwood floors and smooth ceilings, no popcorn, no knockdown, which in my opinion really enhances a room. Now in this photo, you can see the fireplace. The hearth is painted green, and there are 2 small windows on either sides, letting in some nice natural light. Now the room you see off to the right, that's the dining room. So let's transition into the dining room. It's a nice sized room. I mean, I like the trio of windows, and check out that ceiling treatment. Now that is not something you see every day in a home, but you know what? They kind of pulled it off here. Now, we finished with the dining room, so it's time to move into the kitchen, which is truly going to leave you speechless. As you can see, it's truly amazing, and it is that which really makes the house. Check out the floors. They are absolutely beautiful. I love the finish on the cabinets, and there are plenty of them, so storage is not going to be an issue. Look out the countertops. They're quartz and there's some really cool, interesting tiles for the backsplash that stretch from the countertops all the way to the ceilings. Now, personally, I love exposed brick, and they have a little bit here, not a lot, but there's just enough to give this room a lot of character. In this photo, you get a better look at the countertops, and if you look closely, you can see there's actually some grain in them. You have a under counter sink with a nice rectangular window above it, so you've got a lot of light. And then you can see there's a dishwasher, a 5-gas burner stove with a really cool hood over the stove. I mean, I love this kitchen. Now, located off the kitchen and the dining room is what appears to be a butler's pantry. Again, it's beautifully furnished cabinets with a large quartz countertop complete with a, believe it or not, an under cabinet microwave. How convenient. Above that, floating shelves and a nice large window that lets, again, in the natural light. What kitchen, though, wouldn't be complete without a pantry? It's really good size, and I love how they painted it this emerald green to give it sort of an accent, a feel to it. As you can tell, this kitchen is the heart and soul of this home, and if you enjoy cooking, you're certainly going to enjoy spending time in this kitchen. Now, the house itself offers, as we mentioned, 3 spacious bedrooms, so we're going to move into the master bedroom. It appears to be good size. Again, you've got the hardwood floors, you've got 2 windows that are side by side that let in a lot of natural light. The door you see leads into the master bath. So with that said, why don't we go take a look at the master bath? Wow, wasn't expecting this. Love how they continue to carry the material and color scheme into the bathroom. Nice big soaker tub, a killer walk-in shower. The 2 side-by-side windows allow for a lot of light, which makes the room feel even bigger than it actually is. In this photo, you can see the bathroom's vanity. You've got these beautiful quartz countertops, again with some grain in it, and beautiful detailed wood cabinets underneath. This is what you find in a $1 million home. Here we have another decent sized bedroom, and again, side-by-side windows letting in lots of natural light, hardwood floors, and a ceiling fan. So hey, let's go check out the second bath because I'm curious as to see how they decorated that bathroom. Well, it didn't disappoint. You got the same tile floors, but this time they laid it out in a diamond pattern, which I think is really nice. I like the tile they used on the bathtub and the shower walls. And the vanity, again, quartz countertop showing some grain, and the underneath cabinetry is impressive. We've finished the upstairs. Let's head down to the lower level and check out the approximately 500 square feet of finished space. Well, it's pretty spacious. We've got a nice linoleum tile floor, and you can see part of the ceiling is finished with acoustical ceiling tiles. So this room has lots of possibility. It can be used as a family room. You can turn it into a media room. I mean, it clearly has a ton of potential. So now the last thing to do and check out is the outside, the detached garage and the backyard. So with that said, let's head outside. The backyard is pretty small, but it is fenced in. So if you have a dog, you can let it out so it can run around and you won't be worried about it running into the street. If you have more than 2 cars, you're going to love this home because this, in addition to the detached 2-car garage, you have this long private driveway with enough space to park 6+ cars at any given time. So that makes things like carpooling to events or entertaining a breeze. So we've talked everything about the house, so now it's time to look at some of the other attributes that make this such an attractive home. Now that we have toured this amazing home, let's focus on some of its other attributes. First off, location. Great location. You are literally on the steps of the Brookside shopping district. Here you can take in the local retailers, coffee shops, and restaurants in a shopping center built in 1929, which looks just like it did when it was first constructed. Hey, if you like playing tennis, Brookside has 3 public tennis courts in the heart of the shopping district. So you want to talk about convenience? You don't even need to get in your car. You just go outside and you're right there. You are also close to downtown and most of Kansas City's cultural venues, and you have easy access to the Kansas City streetcar, which you can hop on at the Country Club Plaza and you can ride it for free. So I think we can all agree this is clearly an amazing home, but like everything, there are 2 sides to the story, so to speak. So let's talk a little bit about the negatives. Being built in 1923, you have a 102-year-old home. So it's probably going to require more ongoing maintenance than you would find in a newer home. And though you have 1,900 square feet of living space, families who are looking for larger homes or more modern open floor layouts might find this home less accommodating compared to newer property. And then while you have this nice detached 2-car garage with a long, ample driveway, the separation from the home might be considered inconvenient, particularly in inclement weather and in the winter. Then there are the schools. GreatSchools.org gave Hale Cook Elementary a pretty good score. They got a 6 out of 10. But the other elementary school only received a 4 out of 10, and Southeast High School only managed a 1 out of 10. So that's not pretty encouraging. But private schools are always a good option. like Academy Lafayette, you've got St. Teresa's, you've got Rockhurst High, all of which are well rated and very well regarded. Now, I grew up on the Missouri side, but being a Catholic, I attended the parochial schools and then a private high school. That said, there were a lot of kids who went to school with me that were not Catholic. So that's an option. But attending private schools is going to add to your overall cost. So what does it cost to live here, and what have homes sold for? Homes have sold for as low as $453,000 to a high of $605,000. So at $544,900, this home tends to be more towards the upper end of the price spectrum. Monthly real estate taxes are $481 a month. Homeowners insurance is estimated at $163 a month, and there are no HOA dues, so your total is $644, less than the other two homes that we've looked at in this video. The cost per square foot, $228. So if you are looking for that urban vibe with walkability and an amazing home that you can simply move into without having to make any improvements, this home should be given serious consideration. So there you have it, 3 incredible homes, all priced between $500,000 and $599,000, and each one offering a very unique lifestyle. So whether you prefer the suburban feel of Overland Park, the charm of Prairie Village, or the vibrant urban city lifestyle in Kansas City, Missouri, clearly there's something for everyone. Let me know in the comment section below which one is your favorite and why. Hey, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and reach out if you're thinking about making a move to the Kansas City area. Thanks for watching, and oh please, check out my other videos. Until then, I wish you all the best.